Hello everyone, in today's video I'll transform your normal English into Victorian English step by step. And it is my promise to you that your English will absolutely sound Victorian at the end of this video. So let's come and go step by step. So for the first step, we learn how to replace simple words into Victorian English words. So here are some examples of the words, and then using these examples, we'll solve these another sentences. So, for example, you see the word you here. In Victorian English, you changes into thou. Are changes into art. Ask changes into inquire. Inquire is basic. We use it in our daily conversation for writing formal letters, etc. So you are familiar with this one, I hope. And the next one is go, proceed, help, assist, and the most important one is before, prior to. So let's revise. You changes into thou. Are changes into art. Ask changes into inquire. Go to proceed. Help to assist. And before changes into prior to. Now let's go with the examples. So the first example is where are you going? Where will remain the same. Are. Are changes into art as we learned here. So where, art, and you changes into thou. Where art thou going will change into proceeding because go changes into proceed, and as we are using the ing version of this, so we'll go with proceeding. Where art thou proceeding? So this is the conversion of a normal sentence into a Victorian English sentence. So the second example is, can you help me? Take a moment to think what will be the changed version, the Victorian version of the word can you help me? This is really very easy. Can remains the same. You again changes into thou. Help changes into assist. And me remains as it is. Can thou assist me? Last one. Ask him before leave. This one is again very important. Ask changes into inquire. Of him. We learned before changes into what? Before changes into prior to. So we'll use it here. Inquire of him prior to. Just give your mind a strike that what would leaving change into. Got the word? If not, leaving will change into departing. See for yourself. The normal English words that we use today are a bit casual, but the Victorian English words are a bit polite. They have elegance in them. So while transforming, you need to keep in mind the politeness and the elegance. Inquire of him prior to departing. A bit mistake of the question mark. Yes, this isn't is that sentence. So let's revise the examples that we went through in step 1. Where are you going? Where art thou proceeding? Can you help me? Can thou assist me? Ask him before leaving. Inquire of him prior to departing. I know that you won't use prior to the art in your normal speech, but this is something that is required to stand out of the crowd. That was step one. I'll meet you with the second step. Now let's go ahead with step two, which is to add formal tone. So now everything is going to be polite and elegant. Let's see some examples. Give me water. This is the sentence that we use in our daily life, and it is a real life example. But give me water changes into kindly provide me with water. So the foremost thing that you need to notice in here is that the tone changes into casual to polite. Kindly, the word which is added here, indicates the conversion of casualness into politeness. Kindly provide me with water. We are also not saying as an order to give order to someone. We are requesting someone. So give me water changes into kindly provide me with water. And second one, which is the most commonly used example, wait here, wait here. We normally say wait here, wait there, wait for me. But we'll use pray, remain here. Wait here will remain same. But the additional word that we added was pray. You'll notice in many Victorian sentences, we usually use the word pray very commonly. So pray, wait. Please changes into pray. Just keep it in your mind that please will always transform into pray. Please is also a polite word, but we are talking about Victorian English. And please will change into pray. Pray, remain here. Tell me the truth. You're asking something, you're inquiring something from someone, so you use request. We are not again ordering someone to tell the truth. We are going to request it. We are going to be polite. I request that you speak the truth. From these main lectures, you'll now have understood that Victorian English is not for the boasty people. So if you're a boasty people, do not try to learn it. I'm not discouraging you, but this is something that needs to be in your inner nature. This should come from within. So let's go back to it. Tell me the truth. I request that you speak the truth. And yes, when something is not correct, Victorians also become quite harsh, but not a larger one harsh, a bit smaller one. Here you can see the tone. Speak the truth. It is telling them to just speak out the truth, that like they want to hear the truth only. Normalize will be entertained. I request that you speak the truth. Last one, I will go now. I will go now. This is the most easiest sentence that you ever see. And I will go now changes into I will change into shall. Take my leave now. As you can see, we transformed it from a rough sentence to a refined sentence. Will change into shall again. Will changes into shall. These are the words that I use to make you sound more refined, more polite, to make you sound that you belong to a class, a particular class. So I will go now changes into I shall take my leave now. So the words that you have to keep in mind while using the Victorian English are kindly, pray, and shall. These are the words that will make you sound more polite and more refined. So now let's go on to step 3. So step 3 is to expand the sentence. So remember, in Victorian English, we usually expand the sentence to be more and more expressive. See this example. I'm tired. Usually we say, I'm tired, or more advanced, I'm filled with fatigue, I'm beat. But in Victorian English, we use, I am quite tired. Now also, there are some steps in the Victorian English. Some is very, casual. Some is a bit more refined than it, and other one is proper Victorian English. So you'll see here, this one is the casual version, this is a bit refined, and this is proper Victorian version. The one when you read this, you'll suddenly remember Shakespeare. So the first one is, I am quite tired. I'm a bit tired, I'm not that much tired. I'm a bit tired. And the second one, I am exceedingly fatigued. See the conversion of vocabulary. Tired changes into fatigue. Quite changes into exceedingly. Next one, I find myself exceedingly fatigued at present. I find myself, not I am, I find myself exceedingly fatigued. Now changes into at present. So these are some things which you need to keep in mind. I am, I find myself. And now, although now is not mentioned here, at present. So this is the conversion of words. I am tired. I'm quite tired. I am exceedingly fatigued. I find myself exceedingly fatigued at present. So the next example is, I'm hungry. We use this all the time. I use this all the time, particularly. I'm hungry. I'm hungry, I want food. I'm starved, if you go more refined in casual English. But in Victorian English, we'll use, I am exceedingly hungry. See, we always exaggerate a thing in Victorian sentence. So always keep in mind exaggeration. This is the main thing that will help you convert basic English into Victorian English. I am exceedingly hungry. And another example, I find myself. Am changes into I find myself in state of considerable hunger. Not exceedingly this time, considerable hunger. So let's revise. What we've studied is that I am changes into I find myself now at present, and we also have the word exceedingly to express exaggeration in a sentence. Let's revise. This one is most important one. I am hungry. I find myself in state of considerable hunger. Or we see that we added some words, extra words in the sentence. For example, it now wasn't here, but we have added at present. And there was nothing I'm hungry here, there, but we have added in state of. So this was all for the step 3. Let's go on further in the video. So the last part of the video is that the conversion of normal sentences, casual sentences into more refined sentences. You might notice at one moment that I'm only giving you sentences, not anything else. Yes, some additional tips, but most of the video is covered with sentences. And this is the most important thing to notice. I am giving you sentences because sentences are most important in your whole this Victorian English course. So let's start with some sentences. Close the door. Close the door. I'm ordering you to close the door. But we've learned that in Victorian English, we have to be polite. Kindly ensure that the door is closed. Kindly ensure. Close the door. Kindly ensure. Come here. Pray. Comma. Slight mistake. Pray. Approach this way. Pray. Again, as told you, please listen to pray. And sometimes when we express a bit, you can say something not agreeing with someone, we can use pray also that. Oh my God, come this way now. Pray, approach this way. See the conversion of sentences? So, pray is most important in Victorian English. Pray, approach this way. Come here, come here. Here can be anything, but we are using this way. This way, pray, approach this way. Not using come, pray come this way, pray approach this way. Next sentence. I don't like this. I don't like this. I hate this. I find this most disagreeable. I find. We've learned in the previous section that we change I am to I find myself. So I find this. I don't like this. I find this. I think that this is. So if you say, I think this, I find this, I think this is very good, I, I find this exceedingly beautiful. See the conversion? So, find this is also most important. I find this most disagreeable. Last sentence, your idea is bad. This is a very bad thing to say, I must say. But yes, we use it in our casual conversations and to make ourselves more refined, more polite. Even if you're cursing someone very badly, they think that you're praising them. You use Victorian English. Your idea is bad. I must express my profound dissatisfaction with your proposal. See the convention of words. This is the most important sentence that I've ever seen. Your idea is bad. Your idea is bad. It does not mention any use of I in it, but you have to say, I must express my profound dissatisfaction. We could also use my dissatisfaction, but what we used was my profound dissatisfaction. As I told you in the previous section, we always exaggerate in Victorian English. So it is my profound dissatisfaction with your idea, no, with your proposal. We have to think as if we are from the 1800s, from the 1700s. So your idea is bad? I must express my profound dissatisfaction with your proposal. That was the last of the video. So if you want to watch more videos like this, always subscribe to my channel. This is a good channel. It'll help you learn Victorian English. And yes, do not forget the tips for using Victorian English. Use the conventional words, use polite, elegant language, and that'll all make you look like as if you're stepping out of a Charles Dickens novel. So subscribe for part 2. I'm not going to tell you what is part 2, but let's keep it a suspense. Thank you very much for your considerable time.